Hello, welcome to Veritas. I'm your host, Adam Colazetti, and I'm here to guide you on a meditative adventure like no other. Join me and lose yourself in your imagination as we travel the outer reaches of the cosmos, quest for powerful talismans, and explore the inner realm of your subconscious. What might you find along the way? But be warned, fair traveler, this path is not for the faint of heart. On this path, of one thing I am certain, dragons be here. Are you ready? So how we're going to begin is you're going to sit comfortably, however that means to you. Could be legs crossed, could be sitting in a chair, whatever it is, sit somewhere comfortably that you feel relaxed and comfortable. And you're going to close your eyes and you're going to take 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in, count to 4. Deep breath out, count to 4. And each time you exhale, you're going to try and relax your body a little bit further. So you're going to inhale, pause, exhale. Pause. So as you're doing this and you're relaxing, it's in those pauses between breaths where we're going to go. That is where your creativity meets your imagination, meets your subconscious. So let's see what awaits you in the spaces between breaths. The waves of the ocean are the sound of loneliness. Do you wonder if a wave knows it is the ocean when it crashes on the rocky shores? Do you wonder what would happen if it did? Such are the solitary thoughts of a mind perched above the rocky shores. The cave you find yourself in is dark, ominous even, yet the opening to the ocean below is bright and filled with life and possibility. Thus you find yourself in the precipice between light and darkness, between knowing and not knowing. There is a moment when truth is revealed to you when you refuse to acknowledge it. You pretend like it is not there, like you are still searching. The truth is, you have been handed the gift of truth and you are staggering beneath its weight. Thus the solace of the cave, the in-between, the space between breaths. It is here between life and dark that you contemplate the sound of the waves crashing. The siren song of the water is a primal force so beautiful and so compelling, it offers a distraction. But is it really? We look to the universe for a distraction from the truth when we are not ready to face it. Perhaps the universe abides. Perhaps it offers a vision that you are ready for. Perhaps it invites you on a journey to open your eyes a little bit at a time. It is here, sitting on the cold, dark floor of the cave, contemplating the siren song, that you first notice them. They are standing in the waves. Your first reaction is to rub your eyes to ensure you are not seeing things, but sure enough, someone stands in the waves. It should not be possible to survive a swim in those vengeful waters, yet someone stands amidst the crashing without a care in the world. The waves themselves part around them, creating a pool of stillness amidst the noise. They are carefree and unconcerned, and when you first look down, they immediately look up and stare straight into your eyes. Although it is far and you cannot quite make out their face, their gaze is the kind that grabs hold of you and stares into your very soul. You are unaware of it, but at some point you stand. A particularly large wave crashes into the rock below and sprays up into the cave, splattering you with salty water, but you are unconcerned. You have eyes only for the stranger. They hold their hands out and beckon. Join me. The compulsion is strong, and for a moment you almost step off the cliff from where you stand. But then your natural defenses kick in. Who is this person? How is this possible? You can't go there, you'll drown. Your breathing is heavier now as a battle is waged within you. A leap of faith calls to you, yet you are conditioned to avoid such things in favor of a more certain future. Yet what could be more certain than answering the call of the universe? Deep down you understand that your purpose lies in those cold waters, and that when you decide to explore this cave, you set forth a motion of events that led exactly to this choice and this moment. What's more important is that you knew this would happen when you entered the cave. And now that it is here, if you are truly honest with yourself, you are not surprised. Your hair is wet and dripping as you lean against the cave wall and slowly sink to your feet. The rough rock scrapes against your back. You're not sure how long you sit like that, with your wet hair dripping between your legs as you hold your head in your hands. You wanted to see what lies within the cave, and now that you found it, you are afraid. Perhaps that is okay. Perhaps that is a sign that it is the right thing, for if you were not afraid, it would not be significant. With this thought, a light of curiosity turns on, and slowly you crawl to the edge of the cave mouth and look out. The strange person is still there in their still pool. For the first time, you notice the colors of their robe and how they seem to change as they move. It's as if the light refracts and bends with the watery mist flowing around them. They then bend down and place their hands in the water, and suddenly the sound of the ocean stops. The waves still crash, but there is silence of the purest kind, where your own thoughts seem loud. Slowly they begin to turn with their hands in the water, and as they do, the most beautiful song reaches your ears. It is a song of passion and sorrow, of the innocence and wonder of childhood, and the love for beauty of nature. It weaves itself through yourself and plucks the strings of your soul. You don't know it, but you are crying. It is so beautiful. Still, the stranger spins, and the water begins to glow with the colors of the rainbow. Reds and blues and purples ripple together, only to change when you try to focus your eyes. The color blends with the stranger's robes and flows outwards to the edge of the pool and beyond into the waves. Soon the waves glow brilliant light, and still the stranger sings of beauty and chaos and creation and destruction. The song calls to you. Join me. You found what you were looking for. It is the piece of your truth and the start of the next phase of your life. Still, you cannot. Something holds you back. Something fights for who you were and is not willing to let go. And so a silent battle wages. Past and future, known and unknown. It is then that you are shown a vision. It is the face of a woman. She is perfectly ordinary, young, but not that young, old, but not that old, pretty, but not that pretty. She stands quietly looking at you. She seems unsure. You open your mouth to speak, but then stop. What should you say? She sees this and stands straighter, like she wants to tell you something. What is your message, you ask, but she simply shakes her head. What is your message? You open your mouth to speak, but as suddenly as it comes, the dream is gone. As the dream fades, you realize that you have leaped. And the last thought that runs through your head as you dive into the waves below is an intense desire to know the purpose of your vision and the message you somehow did not receive. The water is cold and violent, and for a time your world is chaos. It is light and dark, and you lose your sense of self as you are tossed ruthlessly in the turbulent waters. And then it is over. You find yourself lying half submerged in a calm pool, and the sun beats upon your face. It is wonderful. It is warmth and light and everything you've ever dreamed of. As you sit up, you realize that you are in the small oasis amidst the crashing waves. Cautiously you stand. You are wearing robes that sparkle with the sunlight and flow as you move. Water drips from your face and hands, and astonishingly, you see flashes of color as it falls. Could it be? You glance up at the cave mouth, and sure enough, a figure stands there. Your eyes lock, and you smile. You know what comes next. You bend down slowly and dip your hands in the water. As you swirl your hands around, the colors of the water changes. And as you slowly spin in a circle, you create a whirlpool of rainbow and light. And as you do so, you feel the energy of the universe flowing through you. Faster and faster you spin, and the colors blur together until they take a shape. It is the woman from your vision. But truth has been shown to you. What you sought was not to be healed, but to heal. Not to receive a message, but to give an answer. You smile and hold out your hands, embracing the future, and speak your answer. Yes. Join me each week as a new chapter unfolds. What worlds will we explore next? What gods and monsters will we find? What part of yourself will awaken? Only one way to find out.